Did you see what they got me?
Yeah, the shit. So here, we didn't put them out, but they just came out with like a suitcase for the figures. So it had the purple on, Lego arm. And it didn't really jive with the rest of the display. that you couldn't do both.
We'll see. We'll see, right, Juan? Whatever. Okay, man, let's do it on both of them. Can I go see Elsa over there? No.
Working TV in this.
How you guys doing? If you got any questions, feel free to ask me.
How did you get the TV to work?
So Brick Stuff actually sells them on their website. You can get them programmed already for like 220 or so, or you can get them for like 180 and program them yourself.
That is so cool.
But there's five of them through the whole build.
That's neat.
Thank you very much, man.
How long did it take?
I've been working on it for like 8 months to a year. Yes, ma'am. And so much of the time it's just like waiting the pieces or organizing.
Yeah.
It has been a
And then
journey.
you realize, okay, I need yellow. And then you place it, yeah. That's not the place it
Courtyard style castle here with a portal, a rainbow portal.
The rainbow portals over at the train, is that part of a show?
Not what I've heard of. I know in the Marvel movies, Bifrost is represented as a rainbow. I don't know if it has any. Size of the actual. Yeah, so it's separate.
This is by far, this is very fascinating. It's
a picture of it last night. I never saw anyone do anything like that.
The lighting like affects like the ecosystem, and I was just like.
Hello, it is Wednesday, and the vlog is going to go out on Thursday because I just don't have enough time. I have tons and tons of video footage from Brickworld and we'll need to get spliced together, and I'll probably have to do that twice because I think I can only splice together 60 clips in the little program that I'm using on my phone to do that, and I'm pretty sure I got more than that, so we'll see. But this is the Brickworld haul section of my vlog. So we're going to start off top here. This is the Lego Dots Levi's package. I had previously gotten one of these at Brickworld 2 years ago. I paid $20 for that. I happen to remember. This one was still attached to the Levi's Lego, like a belt pouch kind of thing that they made. And I paid $35 for this. So now I've got two of the Dots packs, but I've got the whole thing there. And, you know, at this point, I probably won't actually use it. I might try to find a used one that I could actually use. We'll see if I like it or not. This is my badge or my lanyard. Well, actually, I've got my badge separate. It's over here. This is the badge. And it came with a little Z-blob, too. I'm not really sure how or why, but there you go. Also got in the goodie bag from that, I got this minifigure. The torso is probably the more interesting part. It's kind of like a jacket that's open. And then here, this is from Bricker Builds. They were selling large models and some smaller ones. And they gave you the parts to do this micro, I guess it's an angry bomb. I'm not really sure what that's from. I think it's Mario, because they've got a couple of Mario. Well, there's a Pokemon down there, too, so I'm not really sure. But in any case, this is, I believe, last year's Brickle from Brickworld. It's kind of been coming apart because it's been in a bag. And then this is this year's Brickle. They're kind of doing a different one every year. This is the set from Brickworld, the Elemental Dragon. They're really cool. Different colors in there because of the different elements. I just think it looks really cool. I don't see that they're tagging who designed it on that, but even the box is really nice. Then other stuff that I got in the bag is these wheels. They are not Lego, they're compatible, but they're designed to, like, for doing sort of like the Boy Scouts Pinewood Derby type cars. They got a metal axle in there, so it turns very much easier. So I'm going to give these to the folks over at Bricks Rock and see if that might be something they'd like to do. I was lucky enough to win a door prize, so I got this, a small set. That was kind of cool. Somebody I was there with had went to something and gotten these Brick Derby sticker sheets and gave them to me, so I have those. Went to a Ninjago seminar, and they were handing out this poly bag, which is kind of neat. It says it's a 4-in-1, which is kind of interesting for a poly bag. Brickworld metal pin, which is kind of cool. It's got 2 backs on it. You just stick it on. Another figure that was in with the swag bag. I'm not really sure 100% where that came from, but it's pretty cool. The torso print is kind of neat too. There was also these parts, and everybody got the little container with different parts in it. I'm not 100% sure why they decided these parts, but there you go. And I guess they also are talking about how you could trade with people. There's the program book. Simple. Bricklink was doing a number of things as well. So I got a sticker for their 25th anniversary. I also got a lanyard. They also had blue lanyards, and I could have grabbed one and I forgot to, so I didn't get that. There's also the tote bag. There is 1x8 brick that says Bricklink 25 on it. That's pretty cool. And then this is a Lego Parrot kit. It's actually an official Lego set. It's got a set number there, 5009260. And so yeah, this is really cool. There is a printed tile in there, and it's turned around, unfortunately, but it is printed. So it's pretty cool. They also had a seminar for the Bricklink Designer Program stuff, and they had these 2 designers there. And so you could bring your set to have it signed. In this case, is he had one from Series 3, the Forest Stronghold. But he signed the card because I did not bring the set. And then this person, well, he is a Series 5 finalist, but he did not have any sets there, or I didn't have any sets, so he signed that card. And then somewhere, the person I had spent a bunch of time with there had picked up these 2 Lego City sticker sheets. I have those. And then over here, I've got a couple of thrift store finds for on my way home. I got this car, a Technic car. It's actually got a pullback motor in it, I believe, so it's a little bit larger than the Speed Champions, just a little bit. That was $7.29. And then this, which surprised the heck out of me. This is the Cyborg Brickhead. It's Brickhead number 24. It says it's Series 2. I think they dropped doing the series at some point. They just number them now. This was $4.29, and it's still sealed. I mean, the box is pretty bad, as you can see, but it's still sealed, and it dates back to, I think it was 2018. I looked a little while ago. So that surprised me. So yeah, we got that. And then there was one other thing that I kind of bought. We're going to pause the video. We're going to come back, and we'll show that just a moment. All right, we're down here kind of near the laundry area, and so this is what I bought. I bought a whole bunch of Modulex. I've got mostly brick through here. There's a little bit of plate in some of these. Like here's probably a 1x10 or 1x12 or longer black plate. You see how small it is? It's just the pieces are small to begin with. Here's like a 1x4 brick in black, just really small. As a comparison, here is a 1x6 regular Lego brick, and then this is a 1x4 Modulex brick, and so you can see it's much smaller. 1x4 takes up, looks like a little bit less space than a 1x3 would. Yeah, just a little bit less. So yeah, it's small stuff. And I bought all these. This one is empty, and I think, no, those are not empty. So these all have things in them. I did get some extra sleeves because I have 4 or 5 of these boxes of stuff already, and I wanted to have a sleeve to put them in. And then I also got this stuff. This was a little build at the Modulex seminar that was run, a little alligator. I got a single nice window. That's kind of cool. I bought this at the yard sale along with that Levi's Dots pack. This was clear Modulex. I paid $10 for that. The seminar I went to where this was built, I also could take a bag of white pieces, so I just grabbed a whole random bunch of parts and put them in. I also was able to take a box. It's just like the bottom part of a box, so I did that. And then this case, I also bought this. It's a very nice wooden case with these nice plastic drawers. But the nice thing is, these are the really cool colors. And it's so nice to see them like this. Just great, great stuff. As you can see, they jump around a little bit in there. Some of it may have been from transporting in the car. But yeah, and there's that color is interesting too. It's almost like a nougat or a sand red or something like that. And then down here, some long bricks. And then last drawer down here, 1x1 pieces, lots of small ones. So 1x2 here it looks like. Let me slide the alligator out of the way. Yeah, so yeah, just a lot of good stuff in here. So I was very happy to get this. So yeah, and I spent probably more than I should have in all this Modulex, but it was, I'm not going to be able to find this much all at once again. It's just not going to happen. So I had to go ahead and jump on it, and I was glad that I was able to. So yeah, I'm going to have to grab my Modulex and kind of organize this in some way at some point. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Now I do realize also I have another whole category. I bought a bunch of t-shirts, and so I will probably lay those out at some point and show those off, but it might not be today. Got a lot of stuff going on. I actually have help here already, and so we're getting the ball rolling again, trying to get things rolling. They are working on quality control of the 1x4 white plate, and then we'll be able to upload 1x4 plate because it'll all be done, although we still have to count it, but that's a lot simpler of a task than the quality control. In any case, I've been rambling for just a minute or so, so we're going to cut it here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thank you. Hello. It is Friday, and I feel like things are kind of getting back into the normal swing of things because I just pulled 4 orders. So maybe 4 is a little bit more than I normally was getting, but it's, you know, it's not bad. But a couple of them are pretty small, just one item a piece, and we'll look at those first. So this one is just this boat motor. And I do remember this, I had to order this gray part on the back to make it complete, because I had the orange one show up in a bulk, but not the gray parts. I ordered that. And then this person ordered this Chima figure. Apparently there's only currently 3 other sellers in the US that have this, and of those, and myself, mine was the cheapest, so that could be why they bought that. Down here, very simple, standard, the bricks and some plates. The big one is this one, and big by quantity. It's 142 of these 1x2 transclear bricks. I have like 60 plus of them left. They didn't buy them all, and they're just a smattering of other stuff. I think these 2 were the only ones they bought all I had. I only had 1 of that, and then there was only 3 of those dark tan 2x4 bricks. This order over here, they got a dinosaur, and then 2 of these bright light blue 1x1 plates. This, which I believe is a cat, oh, it might be a dog, printed tile, and then that 1x8 plate in lavender. So yeah, we'll just get these 4 orders out lickety split. See if anything more comes in. Yesterday I had 2 people helping here, and then I had 1 on Wednesday, and so it's been great to get back to having some help here. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but Wednesday the person who was here finished doing the quality control on the 1x4 white plate. And then created a file, and we got all that stuff put away. You can see there's a lot of rejects down there. But all the parts ended up in the store. We had to move a few things around. Not too bad. There was a couple of errors made, and I think I mentioned that. Yeah, I'm kind of remembering now mentioning the errors. But in any case, yesterday we had both people working on 1x3 plate. And these all over here are done. They are, in some cases, counted, because the second person was doing them in a way that they were counting them. And then these are the ones that still need to be done for 1x3. And then, of course, we've got some 2x in here as well that's going to need to get caught up, because we already did those. So, yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty well. What is this? It's a straight tan one, but it's got, oh, it's just a bit of fuzz. All right. So, yeah, it's probably just stuck there because the tan color is probably underneath. But anyway, so as you can see, we're getting very close to the 1x3. Almost done with those. So we'll start working on that more. That looks like just these here. And then actually, those are 1x2, so it's really just these and those and those. So I'm very happy about that. I might actually tackle that myself later today and see how far I can get with that. And then we just have 1x2s and then 1x1s. So we're still a ways off, but we'll get there. While they were doing that, and there was a time when they were both here as well. So one was working here, and one was working over here. I was working over here. I had previously inventoried another drawer unit from the new store that I bought, which is this stuff here. put it in here, and I pulled up the file and started putting stuff away. I did have a few errors, not a big deal. I found these two white pieces were just a little more yellowed, I thought, than a lot of the rest. It might look like they're very yellow, but when I are very white, but when I put them next to some of the other pieces like this, they looked a little yellow. So I pulled them, changed the quantity. Same thing with this here, or similar. This is a dark bluish gray ski, and it was coded as a dark gray ski, of which I still had one. So I changed the quantity to 1 and uploaded this. And then there was another part that I somehow inventoried like 10 of them, or maybe even a dozen, not in the drawer unit at all. I could not find it at all. So I'm not sure what happened with that. So yeah, we just went ahead and deleted that out, so we weren't actually uploading nothing. And that's what got going on. So now the next thing is to continue working over here through the next section. I have to inventory these drawers, and I can put them into this, or I can reuse the one I just emptied. I brought up over another one because I figured I might work more on that before I put stuff away. But then I decided, since I had 2 people here taking up some space, I would actually work on putting them away. So I got that all done. And I know the 1x4 plate was like over 7 or 7,500 pieces. And I'm pretty sure the upload I did yesterday was like 1,200 pieces or something. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. But my first order of business right now, after I've been blabbering along for almost 5 minutes, is to get these 4 orders packed and out of here. So thank you very much, and we'll come back later with an update. Hello. It is Saturday, and I have 2 orders that I need to deal with, but they're not going to go out today because it's already past the shipping point. So we'll probably wait until Sunday night or Monday to actually do those, depending upon how many orders come in between now and then. If I have a bunch already, I'll probably do some Sunday night, and if not, I may just wait until Monday and see if anything more comes in overnight. But as you can see over there, I've got a lot of pick-a-brick boxes. I went to the Lego store. I wanted to make sure that I was able to secure the tribute to Jane Austen's books, gift with purchase, with the Jane Austen minifigure. Really cool looking set. And I bought 18 boxes of pick-a-brick. Almost all of them will go into the store. There is one that is 2x4 white tile that will be made into more of my tiles. And almost all the boxes have just one piece in them. There's a few that have a second piece in them when there was just a large enough spot that I just couldn't leave it empty. But yeah. There was another piece that I considered getting, and I was thinking about it after I left, and I probably could have gotten some, but it's a 2x2 girder, but it's about this tall, 2x2, and then like maybe 8 or 10 high, and it won't fit this way in the box, but I realized it'd probably go this way, and I'd probably be able to get probably 3, maybe 4 of them wide this way, and then probably 3 high, so that would be okay. There'd be a big gap of space over here, but I just decided at the time being not to get that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start opening these and get a file created so I can get stuff into the store and also figure out exactly where those tiles are. I think it's this one. No, that's not heavy enough. No, it's this one. Yeah. I'm almost positive this is a tile one. And I basically, the tile one and a couple other ones I actually stacked carefully. But most of them I just kind of squished in there and shook them down and squished in and shook them down. But yeah, the tile one, I want to make sure I get absolutely as many as possible. So yeah, that is what I got going on. That'll be probably most of today. I am gaming tonight, so that'll take up some time as well. And I might be able to do some of this while I'm gaming. But for the most part, this is what I'm up to. I probably have to run out to the store at some point too. But that is my update, and we'll come back either later tonight or tomorrow with another update. Thank you. Hello, I am back. I have created a file with the items in it. We haven't counted them yet, but I figured I'd show what they are. So we got this light bluish gray wedge. The other one is down here. And I'm going to have to check those carefully because, you know, it's a Lego store. It's possible that some of these ended up in that bin and vice versa. So those would be a little bit more of a slow process. These are the 2/3 high bricks that have a hole in the middle. That's kind of cool. 1x5 plate in dark blue. This is the black. It's like a corner curved thing. It's a brick plus high, I think. Maybe a brick and a half. I don't recall. Maybe it's only just 1 brick, but I think it's... Well, I got a brick over here. Yeah, it's a little taller than a brick. It's probably a brick and a plate. And there's that. Then this is what is affectionately called the D snot. Because it's a snot piece, but it kind of looks like the letter D. Like that. The other one of those. These panels, and this is a little bit of a disappointment on my part. They're red. When I was in the store, I thought they were reddish orange. And I was like, oh, cool. And I didn't bother to even check to see if it exists. It does not exist in reddish orange, so they are, in fact, red. These are just 6x8 plates in black, just a big piece. This bright green leaf, like this. I got about a box of those. Smaller panels, and I had already got some of these previously, but they were the larger ones. These are the 1x4 by, I think, 3 or something like that. These are 1x1 trans bricks in the light blue. These are green, and they're this fern kind of piece. And then we've got the bright pink small leaf, like that. And then the olive green, same mold. I got some of this in dark green. These did not fit many in the box. These are the reddish brown. They're like this shrubbery bush type thing, but I don't have it in the store, so whatever. And then some white large leaves, and then these are 2 pieces that I used to fill. The dark turquoise 2x, I think they're 8 plates, were in with these because this is all they had left of that piece. It was actually not actually on the wall. It was behind the wall, well, not behind them, behind the register, and they've got a little counter, and they've got some pieces in smaller quantity, and I got that. And then these I ended up using to fill in some here. They were in some of the red there, and some of these here, and actually I ended up getting all of these that they had left as well. Whoops, that's in the wrong spot now. And we'll have to fish that. Can I get it? Yeah, there we go. And that is the parts we got, not including over there. That's the box of the white 2x4 tile. And then I did get this one brick. I just stuffed it in somewhere. I don't remember where. So I wanted to make sure what color it is. It is, in fact, the bright light yellow, I'm pretty sure. So I might get a couple more of those for an eventual color chart. I don't know that I have that one or not yet, but it's easy enough to stuff a single brick in somewhere. But that's what we got going on. I have to obviously go through and count them, and then on the 2 wedges, make sure they're correctly separated. But that's my my project for probably the rest of today and some of tomorrow, though I do have to go shopping today, so I'll get some stuff while I'm out. As always, thank you, and we'll see you in the next clip. Hello, it is Monday, and I have just pulled 4 orders. This first one here, I got 1 new hairpiece, a couple of legs, a gun, and these 2 pearl gray rocks, which are kind of interesting. Actually, was not aware of those. That's something Ben added. This order here, they got, I believe it was 15 of these plain black legs and 15 of these hair pieces, a backpack, and one of the chrome silver lightsaber hilts, the curved ones. And then this order, all they got was this figure. It's called Shy Guy. I have 1 more of those left. I actually have not moved that to the 1Z or 2Z drawers, just because it's a little bit bigger than typical, and I just didn't want to flood the area. And then this is the big order. They ordered a bunch of Technic. These 2 here, the only new ones, and I actually had them in separate containers, but I was needing more spots for the used, so and the rest of it's used. So now, we just have to get all this packed up and shipped out for today. Not a problem. And I'm hoping later this evening, we'll get the video out for the 2nd hour of displays at Brickworld Chicago 2025. Hopefully that'll be up before you see this, but that's what my plan is for today. As always, thank you, and we'll see you in the next clip. Hello, this is Tuesday, and I probably haven't included a couple things in the vlog, so we're going to try to cover that. I just pulled 2 orders. This top one, they ordered 1 of these art bases. First one I sold in quite a while, so that's kind of exciting. I should probably double check my price on those. They also got a used, same size one, just the regular plate in the tan, and then lots of black and tan, a little bit of red, 1 white piece. And so yeah, we're going to get that packed up, ready to go. On down here, this is a brand new Bricklink customer. They just joined yesterday. Placed this order just before midnight. They got these 5 swords, and I believe they're Ninjago swords, and then these 3 Ninjago, I believe they're villains. They kind of look creepy. I'm kind of guessing they're villains. And so we're going to get that also packed up and ready to go. I did finish another case of parts. So this is full of parts, ready to get uploaded into the store, which is why the laptop is here. So we're going to get that done later today. I'm expecting Ben today as well, which will be good. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else specifically that I wanted to talk about. I can't think of anything. So right now we're going to cut it, get this stuff packed up, and then we'll come back with some sort of content later on. Thank you. Hello. So this is late Tuesday, early Wednesday, if you will. Ben has been here and left, and we did a lot of stuff tonight. I took care of putting away all these parts up here. So yeah, and then I've got a few more I have to take care of down there. But these parts are put away, and these drawers through here are very full. I've actually started putting some stuff way over here, which is like farther away than it should be. But that's okay, we'll get there. I went over to Bricks Rock today. There was some pictures of some stuff he wanted to show me. And he had an order, so I quick pulled that. I did not take any video of that, but it was a very boring order. It was like 118 2x16 black plates, and then some smaller plates, and that's about it. There wasn't much. And then Ben has been working on stuff over here, mainly tidying up and doing some other stuff like that. And so you can see his desk very much more clear. These are back where they used to be instead of over there. This whole bin has been sorted into at least categories here. He's got trays ready to go. Those trays are probably in process of getting ready to go. The reason they're all sitting there is because we're waiting for the new shelving section to go up. Because I didn't really see the point of trying to find room, especially when I'm trying to find room in the same area for the parts I'm putting away from the store I just bought. So again, when we get the new floater put in through here, kind of like where that table is, this side over here will be used, just like that side right there is used. And I think the first 3 or 4 columns are going to be minifigure and animals and accessories and perhaps printed parts and that sort of thing, which is a lot of what's in here, but not all. And then other things are going to move around, that sort of thing. I kind of have a plan, but we have to wait until it's built to be able to do that. And I just have to get through this stuff as well. So it's going to be a problem. I think what's going to have to happen eventually is we're probably going to have to move some of these that I'm not done with by the time it comes in to get built, and then work around them. So I'm going to have to flex. It's just going to have to happen. We will see how it goes. Last week we were working on the 1x3 plate. I don't know if I showed that or not, but these are all done. There's a printed one in here that somebody found. It's on the side there, which is kind of cool. So that's what that is. And a couple of them have counts. And then this is the rest of the 1x3 right through here. So we're very close to being done with the 1x3. And then we will be able to upload that. With the file I just uploaded, Bricklink is telling me I've got 799,445 parts. So I'm like 555 parts away from 800,000, some stupid thing like that. So we're on that road. It's going to happen soon, but you know, sales will drop that down as well. I also kicked over 16,000 individual lots, so that's kind of exciting. So we're going to keep pushing on that sort of thing because I just want to get this stuff taken care of. I mean, this store could put me almost at 1 million parts, which would be really cool. But you know, again, as stuff gets listed, stuff sells and that sort of thing. It's just the way of it. And tomorrow I had help coming, but I did receive word from them today. They haven't been feeling well, so instead of trying to spread anything they have, they're going to stay home. So we won't have any help tomorrow, but that's okay. We'll get some other stuff taken care of. And then I think we'll probably upload another 30-35 minutes of Brickworld video, which will go up on Wednesday. And then since I'm not having help tomorrow, I'll probably do the vlog as well. There's going to be about 30-35 minutes of Brickworld footage at the beginning of the vlog as well. And then it kind of segues into after Brickworld stuff as well. I still have to do a couple of things, like I got the Brickworld t-shirt there and then a bag that has more t-shirts in it that I bought. So I'll have to pull those out to display them or put them somewhere and then show those. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And there just always seems to be a lot going on. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And we will come back with some sort of an update probably in the next vlog. This is probably the last clip. I think we're going to then splice stuff together and get it uploaded. As always, thank you.